and they care about you more than outside of what happens in the gym. They care about your well-being, they care about your life, and that's one of the reasons why I love fighting and martial arts, is because it's not just a sport, it's a way of life. And Coach Jackson really captures the essence of all of that, you know.
So, well, we obviously have the beginnings of a great female MMA team. We have Nikki Garcia that's just starting out. Obviously, Julie Kedzie from Elite XC is here. Holly Holm doesn't really do MMA, but she's a pro boxer, you know, a lot of titles. You get to train with all these girls.
Yeah.
What's that like, you know? Is it just crazy? Or?
It's crazy. I get beat up every day. I don't know. I didn't realize how, you know, you think you get good, you think you reach a point where you're good, and then you step in the ring with Holly Holmes, and she just boxes you up, and you get, you know, and you go home like, dang, I just got beat up. And same with Julie. Like, I train with them every day, and I love it because I'm challenged every day, and it's good to have a female team that can challenge you and push you, you know, in the right ways.
Well, and you also train. I mean, we have great female fighters here, but you also train with the guys.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen you and Cowboy go at it pretty good, and when Rashad and Keith Jardine are in here, and George St. Pierre sometimes, Nate, all these guys come in here. You know, I've seen you spar with all of them, so that's got to be fun. What do you think? Do you get overwhelmed sometimes?
It is fun, and I think it's helped me realize that, because I used to get really, really nervous about my opponents, you know, and oh my gosh, look at those guns on her. She's so huge, you know, or she looks so tough. And being able to train with the high caliber fighters has helped me realize that, you know, we're all trainers. We're all alike in that sense, and that we all sweat here and we all bleed together, and we all, you know. So if I'm getting punched, she's getting punched just as hard as I am.
Right, everybody knows what it feels like to get punched.
Yeah.
So when you start training for a fight and start a camp here, what is your training schedule generally like?
Getting ready for a fight's about 5 weeks out, and I train 5 days a week, twice a day, in the morning at 10 with the pro team, and we usually do wrestling and MMA in the mornings, and then go home, take a nap, grab something to eat, and then come back at 6, and then we do kickboxing and jiu-jitsu, and that's like another 2 hours, and then sometimes we'll hit the steam room, we'll go do some cardio and swimming, you know, we'll do that.
So it's a full day event?
Full day, yeah.
Okay, so you're sponsored by Tap Out right now. It's one of your sponsors. You can always use more sponsors, and I'm going to put an email address that's Ricky Cottonsteady. So I know you're always looking for new sponsors to help you along in your fighting. So if anybody wants to sponsor Michelle, you know, hit Ricky on this email address we've got up on the screen right now. And I know you could use the help, because you always need more sponsors.
Yep.
You know, one of the questions I get from a lot of people that know that I know you is that you could be a model, you could be an actor, you could do films, you know, you've got a natural beauty. Why do you pick fighting? That, you know, everybody wants to know, why does she want to risk everything and fight? What is it about fighting that you just got to do it?
That's exactly what you said. It's a risk, you know. I think everybody can be beautiful. Everybody can be a model and stuff like that. It takes a certain person to be a fighter, and putting myself in this arena of you know, taking this as a career and making this my life has definitely changed my life. And I think the reason why I have chosen this path is because it allows me to confront my fears head on. And for a long time in my life, I wasn't able to do that. You know, I was always the one that was like, turn the other cheek, you know, just didn't say anything because I was too afraid. And you know, I cowered it a lot, like growing up, just because I didn't want to confront my fears. And I realized that you can't get through life that way, and fighting has helped me become a stronger person.
That's awesome. Well, do you want to take some questions from the fans?
Sure.
And we're going to start something new this week. We're going to actually pick a winner. You know, Michelle's going to tell us what her favorite question is, and she'll sign an autographed picture, and we'll make sure we get it out to you. So this first one is from Rushad, obsessed with MMA.com, and he asks, as a female fighter in the sport, do you feel that you're not taken as serious as the male fighters at this point?
Whether people take female fighters seriously or not, we're in the sport and we're in the sport to stay, so it doesn't matter to me either way.
Cool. This one's from Texan from the SureDog forums. What would you say to the bigger and larger MMA organizations that really don't have a female MMA right now? What would you say to, make them put female MMA fighters on the card? I think females are naturally more aggressive, and I don't think people realize that they're more aggressive and they want it more. Not to discredit anything from male fighters. All right, and same guy texting from SureDog. How do you think Master Toddy would fare in an MMA fight?
How do you think Master Toddy would do in an MMA fight? Oh man, I don't know. That's great. I think he'd do good standing up. But
doesn't have a lot of jiu-jitsu right now. Or does
he
work with jiu-jitsu?
He might have
Maybe
a good sprawl.
All right, this one's from Wolfman at MMAplayground.com. What do you tell people outside of the gym when you're all banged up, you have a black eye or a bruised nose or cheek? Obviously, they're probably thinking you got beat up by some guy. Has anyone ever come up and asked you or given you a card to some women's clinic or something?
That's funny that you say that, because I get that all the time, especially because I'm a waitress, and people don't ask me, but they give me weird looks. So I'm almost tempted to walk around with a shirt that says, "No, I'm not abused. I just fight for a living," So. All
right, this one's from Wolfman as well. What music do you listen to really get into fighting? If you're, or maybe even training, is there a certain style, or who's your favorite band? What music do you listen to?
I have to listen to mean music. I don't know if that makes any sense, but just stuff that makes me feel like I'm a mean person, if that makes any sense, just because it just gets you amped up, gets you hyped. And
any particular favorite bands that you listen to?
I like to listen to Korn when I'm training, and
Korn, cool.
A lot of Yin Yang Twins, and so.
That's cool. You're going to kill me for this one. Who gave you the nickname, the Karate Hottie? How'd that come about?
Well, before I started fighting, I grew up doing martial arts, and so I did a lot of the aerial aspects of martial arts, and I was doing a bikini shoot for a calendar, and I ended up becoming a spokesmodel for this company called Bikini.com, and each of the supermodels had their own theme, and it was the Crussian Russian and the sports fanatic.